All right, folks, how's it going? Harry Beans in the house. Crikey, I don't actually know how to say your name. CRCKI. I'm just like crikey, mate. Hoff, legend. Who else we got? Cobble, another legend. Justin, legend. Fucking legends in here. And Dame Hump. Recognise your name. Not sure if you're a legend or not, but hey ho. Glad to have you here anyway. So welcome to the AMA. Some more people probably going to trickle in. However, we're 3 hours earlier than I usually do them because and I've got some stuff going on, so I can't be up late talking in Discord today. Welcome everybody else. How's it going? Hope you're well. Thanks for coming. Come in, sit down. Come in, sit down. Make yourself comfortable. Basically, I've got a bit of a sort of a schedule. I've been asking for questions in the AMA chat for the past couple of days, so there's questions to answer there. Got a bit of news and updates. Nothing like major, but important updates that everybody needs to hear because there's various questions about them. So I'll get those out of the way. And this is being recorded, so anyone who can't make it or isn't listening live can get the news straight from the horse's mouth later on, myself being the horse. So yeah, a couple of updates on progress and things. And then we'll come to, answering questions on the stage. So I'm just going to move ahead. Not many people here, but again, the timing is not perfect. So anyway, we're pushing on, high rollers, cracking on with things. Appreciate everything has been like a bit of a bumpy road. Nothing has actually gone to plan with this project. However, we're still pushing forwards, and we've still got a lot going on, and we're still aiming for the place where we all want to go. We're not in this project to sort of just do okay. We all want to take it to where it can potentially go, which is very far indeed. So we're going to keep pushing on despite little problems and quiet phases. So I appreciate everyone that's still here. We've still got a whole bunch of loyal high rollers, amazing community, really strong community. And I thank you all for that. From the bottom of my heart, it really actually means a lot, and it motivates me every day to just keep going, even though we didn't get the fast sellout, which is what everyone wants. But what I've realised is that the crowd that are still hanging around and holding on are actually really solid people, and they believe in the project. They're not getting too emotional about stuff. They're just sort of saying, "Hey, look, we're dealing with problems. It is what it is. We didn't get the 2-minute sellout, which lots of projects do." Not that really matters, but we've got a great bunch of people, and all the people that were looking for the pump and dump and the quick flip seem to have sort of left, or they've probably just gone quiet for now. But anyway, we've got a solid bunch of people here, so I'm grateful for all of you. First thing to clarify is the 3D drop. Obviously, last week we made this mistake the devs made this mistake. Completely, it's just a human error, which is fine, where they dropped the contract, the 3D rollers into the existing contract. So they were dropping out 3D rollers, minting them into the contract for holders that had minted before. It was a list of people that had minted, and they were dropping them into the same contract. So that was an error, obviously. So we had the 3D rollers messing up with the 2D roller contract. It's still not quite fixed, but the fix for that is what we decided is just to keep dropping them out so that everybody gets one of these NFTs for each one that they already have minted. Obviously, they look 3D at the moment, but they're going to be switched over. The contract's going to be recrawled by IMX, and they're going to become 2D rollers. So everyone's going to get an extra 2D for every 2D they've already got. So you're basically doubling your wallet size, doubling your high rollers, which is phenomenal. I chose to do that because I felt like the people that we have in the project still deserve, a bit of a boost, and also kind of like a thank you, gesture of goodwill, whatever you want to call it. I felt like it would just be the right thing to do. However, I made the mistake of miscommunicating with the devs. Now, I'm communicating with the devs all day, every day, messages back and forth, voice notes, calls when necessary as well. But they mistook what I said, and looking back, I didn't actually say it clear enough. Even though in the announcements it's quite clear, but they don't rely on the announcements for their instructions of what to do. They wait for me to say. So they thought it was one free NFT for everyone, and not one per NFT. So they were thinking it was one free NFT per wallet. So obviously that's why a lot of people have been saying, hey, I've only had one extra high roller, I should have 6 or whatever. So that's why you haven't had the extra ones necessarily to the amount that you have in your wallet, just because of poor communication. So I sorted out with devs today and said, all right, well, we've got to drop out, all of these other rollers, so that everyone has like one for one, and they basically double up. So people are obviously, there's been some transfers of rollers, people have been selling and all that. So we're trying to get the most up-to-date list, and do it that way, as soon as possible, so that everybody who deserves to have double their supply doubles their supply. So that was just a communication error. That's why that's not happened properly yet. Also, we've got to get everything recrawled after that's done by IMX, and we know they're not like super fast, basically. Then when it's recrawled, we've set it so that those 3D rollers that you've got, they obviously won't be 3D rollers. I'm just saying that again because some people still don't seem to have caught up with that news. So those 3D rollers are going to be 2D rollers, and the rarity rankings are going to go back to normal. So that is in hand. I apologize for the communication error there. So everyone's going to be doubled up and good to go very soon. Now, as soon as that is done, then we're going to be able to release the 3D high roller contract, which is a separate contract, separate art, with separate rarity ranking and everything like that. So 2 separate collections. And the people that are going to get the 3D rollers, is like basically we're going to give everyone 3D rollers for high rollers that they have minted themselves. So the freebies that we're giving out, right, the 2D roller bonuses from the mistake, they're not going to get 3D rollers as well. And we thought we'd do that because we're giving a lot away for free. We don't want to give away a whole bunch of the 3D rollers for free. And the reasoning is because the 3D rollers are really going to be the driving force behind the game. And so we want more people playing the game, so we just want more of those available. So there's no bad news there, just before anybody sort of fuds or anything like that. Well, I'm not expecting FUD because we've got good people here. But just before anyone sort of says, well, I want a 3D roller for my free rollers, I'm sure you understand that decision. So that's that. And also to update you on the actual mint numbers. On the website, it's wrong, obviously. It's incorrect, so ignore that. On Immutascan is also incorrect because there was the whole sold to IMX transfer, which seemed to have added on, which is obviously incorrect. So the actual number of mints is approximately 2,140 something, right? So what's going to happen is once everybody's doubled up, it's going to be like 4,280 minted. So we've still got like 3,000 something to go. 3,500 to go. Obviously, there are things we can do and partnerships that we're exploring, and new developments in the industry that might help us mint those out. But yeah, those are the actual numbers. So it's going to be after everyone's got their bonus 2D roller from the mistake, then it's like 4,280 roughly. That was a number, I don't know, yesterday. So something like that. So that is the actual official number. Roughly. But I am trying to get the devs to make sure the website is up to date with that so that people know where we stand. Some people have asked as well. This is important. They think that we're just adding up loads of free rollers, giving them out more and just adding it all to the supply. No. Incorrect. that would be stupid. The supply is capped at 7,777. There's never going to be more 2D high rollers minted than that, and also the 3D rollers are going to be 7777 to match up as well. Another thing that other people, or some people rather, are still not clear on for some reason is the 3D rollers do not match your 2D rollers in terms of the art. The 3D roller is not going to be a 2D version of your NFT. It's a completely separate one. So we're just coming out at random. So just wanted to clarify that again. Some people were still not sure about that, I noticed in the chat. So those are the major those are the major updates. When it comes to the games, Angry Balls, the game developers are still working with the smart contract developers on integrating the token into the scoring system of the game and the logistics of how that's going to actually work before we can release that. So we're nearly there. You've seen the preview. The game, obviously it works. Angry Balls is a fun game, and it does have that element of sort of addictiveness, which is exactly what we were going for. Unfortunately, it's come off well. And we can only improve from there. So when the tokenomics, or the token, whatever you want to call it, is integrated with that, and the scoring system works, and we've got the leaderboard, then we can actually release that game. So that's coming soon, anytime now. The poker game should be still sometime in February. I've got some more sort of previews of that coming soon. But again, that ties in with the token as well. So getting the token to work with games is kind of the process that we're in at the moment. And that's what we're pushing on with. It's not something that's really easy to do. However, we've got people that are capable. And we have had to bring in different developers as well lately. Just because we need as many experienced people on it as possible. So those are the major updates. Also, the poker tournaments, there's another one tonight, 10 p.m. EST. So if you haven't registered yet, go to the How to Join channel if there's still spaces. I think we've got multi-table tournaments now being run by Walshy, who is a highly valued member of the team now, one of the moderators here, and he's running all the poker tournaments. And if you win, then you get another NFT. At the moment, that's the prize. So there's been, I think, 3 winners so far. They're getting their NFTs shortly. All the prize list is with the developers, so they have given out, I think we've given out actually 80% of the prizes that have been owed. So we've given out approximately 80% of prizes that are owed. So we've given out over $20,000, $25,000 since the beginning. But there are some prizes outstanding as well. The invite contest winners, they're on the prize list, which is with the developers. I'm not sure why they haven't been paid out yet. Somebody just said that they haven't been paid. Mithril. So I actually am surprised you haven't been paid. The developers have the list. Those are the ones in control of the wallet and the contract. So they have paid out most prizes. I'm not sure why they haven't been done. So several of the mods and myself have just chased that up. So that should happen any time now. So all I can do is apologise for the slight delay there, but like I said, more than 8% of the prizes have been given out. So we're not, doing giveaways and then not giving prizes. It's just for some reason some of these tasks are just getting dropped down the priority list, I think, with the devs, because they've got so much on their plate and they're working so hard on so many things. I think it just falls off like the priority list, but I've asked them to boost it up a little bit so we can just get that done and move on. All right, so yeah, that's kind of the updates. People have been talking about what kind of Harry Bean says he's been made whole on the prizes he's won. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of people here that have won prizes and claimed them and everything to just vouch for what I'm saying, if you were wondering. So yeah, Hoff as well. We do pay. So yeah, just appreciate your patience. What was I going to say next? I've lost my train of thought. I think I was going to go through the questions that have been asked in the past few days. Oh yeah, claiming. So appreciate everyone who's filled out the claiming form. Devs, obviously they've got work through that as well, so it is happening. Thanks for your patience. Individual errors seem to have occurred, but mostly it's working just as it should. So, you know, that's good, but individual errors we just have to fix individually. So let me just go through these questions that people have sent since the other day. Probably covered most of it, but let's just make sure. Is there any way we can secure our NFTs in a wallet, or is IMEX inventory the only way right now? That's from Nick D89. I mean, technically they are secured in your wallet. As far as I know, there isn't a way to move layer 2 NFTs to like a hardware wallet or anything like that. Not 100% sure on that, but IMX is pretty safe actually, because what I've noticed, some people have been saying they've been scammed. I mean, people get scammed all the time in freaking crypto. It's insane, especially on Discord. Don't answer anyone in your DMs, people, because that's how you end up getting scammed. But anyway, some people say they get scammed, they've lost their ETH and their other tokens, but their IMX stuff don't get touched because nobody, like the scammers, can't be bothered to check it. They're only looking for the main stuff. So I think they're pretty secure as they are. As soon as I know any different about layer 2, I'll let you know. Pac-Man, when will IMX recrawl and when will 3D collection drop? Kind of covered that earlier. Still just waiting for all the freebies to be dropped, the bonuses, then the recrawl, then the drop. So, you know, we're talking, I mean, realistically, it's going to be at least a week, I would imagine. I'm fed up with saying it's going to be a day or two and it doesn't happen. So, yeah, I'll just keep you updated in the announcements, of course. Can you break down the basics of how to read and understand the BallerX chart and coin value? Oh, all right, let me just look at the BallerX chart for a minute. Now, essentially, it's not even worth looking at the chart because we've done no promo. We brought on a team that had good track record. We spent over $100,000 on the launch, and it only really did us a 3x. It didn't really do anything. And so we've obviously parted ways with those people that were involved with that. So yeah, the chart's not even worth looking at the moment. We're down to, look, we're like half of the launch price. So, you know, it is what it is. It's only going to grow when we have the game's actually working, starting with Angry Balls, and people have to buy tokens in order to play the games, in order to be able to win prizes. So that will take care of itself, and we will promote that ourselves to the places on Twitter and to certain people of influence that can actually help us promote the game, and so that people actually want to play the game, so they buy the tokens because they want to play the game and they want to win the prizes. So we're going to launch Angry Balls with a tournament, and then with the poker, obviously poker is a much easier sell because poker is poker. You know, it's massively popular game. I won't say too much on the gambling aspect, but obviously there's a huge element of that in the crypto community. So the chart, I mean, any gaming token chart sort of has a pump and then a huge dip, and everyone thinks it's died for weeks and weeks and months, even some games, and then they go crazy again when the use case is there and when it's being advertised. So at the moment, as you can see, we launched at 0003. Now we're down to like 00014, nearly 15, and there's really not much else to say about that. The price will decrease if ETH goes down anymore. Obviously, the market's very bad. Been a bit of a pump today and yesterday, but I still think the market is going to go down even more. And so even if there's no sells or any trading on our coin BallerX, the price will go down further still. Okay, moving on from that. I bought High Roller on IMEX and I can't redeem any X tokens. I didn't mint my roller. Is this why? No, that's not why. If you buy one on IMEX Marketplace, you still get 1,000 tokens a day. So if there's an issue there, you just fill out a form in the Claim Tokens channel. Somebody's minted on Solana. I've minted on Solana. They're still on Phantom Wallet. Am I still good with everything? Feel like I'm getting behind. No, obviously, if you minted on Solana and you haven't swapped from Solana to IMX, then you need to go and do that. Just replying to this person. Okay, next question. So people have been talking about looking into Sloties or Slotties or whatever you want to call it. That, basically a metaverse casino. They did well with their mint. So obviously we've started trying to contact those people in charge and running that show so that we can work on a partnership, because if they're doing a metaverse casino, obviously we want to be involved because we're doing metaverse poker. Also, we are planning to buy, land in Decentraland and Sandbox ourselves when we've got the budget. But as you all know, we didn't sell out fast. We didn't even make a lot of money. So we're barely covering costs. So all of that is in hand. We're just having to work our contacts, and fortunately some of the members of the team do have good contacts, so we're on the case with that. Also, King Nick has joined the team. He's amazing. He's working on partnerships too with other projects as well as that. So metaverse land is definitely on the agenda. I won't answer any questions that I think I've already answered. Mixed Nuts just asking about 3D rollers. Is it going to happen? Yes. Covered that earlier on, so listen back to the recording to the start of this. Mythrill, yeah, talking about the prizes. Not sure why you haven't been sent your invite contest prize, but again, I'm going to chase up that. Don't you worry about that. Limited has asked where to claim BallerX. So for your NFTs, you go to ballerx.io/claim NFT, or just go to the Claim Tokens channel. Cobble's asking for the claiming form. It's in the claiming channel. I'm trying to help you as much as possible. So just go to that channel. I'm pretty sure it's all in there. Release date for the Angry Balls game. Not sure, because we've got to do the things I just mentioned earlier, but we're close anyway. I can't wait for that. How do I check the history of my tokens? I would like to collaborate and offer a space to partner. I'm not sure what you mean there, Limited, actually. Oh, okay, cool. So open a ticket, Limited. Just open a ticket and tag me, and I'll get back to you over the weekend on that. Sounds interesting. So I think I've answered all the questions. Basically, if you want to ask me a question now, put your hand up. But yeah. Crikey's asking, can we do something to increase the budget, like maybe another collection? Yeah, of course. Yeah, raising more funds is definitely a good idea. Other collections, like I've hinted at before, we want to do like a female high roller thing as well. Be good if we sell out more of these first, though. But there are other ways that I'm pursuing. So definitely. Holy shit! Someone's opening a virtual strip club. That is sick. All right, I want to be involved with that. So open a ticket. I'll talk to you. Get back to you over the weekend, mate. Limited. Loving that. So raising funds is selling more NFTs, obviously. So everyone's got to get involved with the raids. Not many people are doing the raids. You should do that. It helps. And also just with the chat, stop asking about claiming and stuff like that. The chat sort of descended into, hey, where's my stuff sort of thing. If you just listen to the AMAs and watch the announcements, you don't need to ask these questions, and just keep it positive in there and discuss ideas and other stuff. Tag the moderators and get them talking. We've got some good mods, so you can talk positive with you guys in there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, really. So I want to get involved with this strip club. That sounds sick. Yeah. Cool. So anyway, if anyone wants to ask me a question now, you can do, but you know, I don't mind if you don't want to. It's all good. I've covered a lot of topics in the past sort of 25 minutes, and this will be useful for people that aren't here right now. That's it. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go and leave you people to carry on your Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll keep you up to date as always with announcements, and hopefully we can get this 3D roller stuff wrapped up ASAP. We can all move on with that then. So for now, thanks everyone. Appreciate you. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon.